Hello, grade 12 learners. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Today, you are still with Mr. Hlungwani. He is here to give you the questions that you will be asked when it comes to what human resource function. So when it comes to the topic of human resource function, there are 26 different questions that you will be asked. There are 26 different questions that you are going to be examined in your examination. So, but before giving you the questions, I want each and every question that I am going to give you to write it down so that whenever you will be watching my next video whereby I will be teaching the human resource function, you will be able to answer it. So, this topic, we have to know the terms and definition when it comes to what human resource function. Can you please write it down? You have to know what the terms and definition. Number 2, we have to know what the recruitment, what's going on in the recruitment. Number 3, we have to know the selection procedure, what's happening in the selection procedure. Number 4, we have to know the induction procedure. We have to know what happened in the induction. Then we have to know what happened. Number 5, we have to know what's happening in placement. We have to know what's happening in the placement. I hope you are writing down so that whenever you watch the next video whereby I will be teaching of human resource function, you will be able to relate on what I am talking about. Then number 6, we have to know what the importance of training. This is all the human resource function. You have to know what the importance of what training. Number 7, you have to know the salary determination. We have to know what the salary determination. Number 8, we have to know the link between salary determination and BCEA, which is Basic Condition Employment Act. Then number 9, we have to know what the fringe benefits. What are the fringe benefits? How do you get fringe benefits? And how are they applied? Then number 10, the last topic that we will be dealing with under the human resource function, it will be what? Application of act on human resource. Application of acts on human resource. So those are the things that you will be able to understand after these 2 videos. This one and the one that I will be dealing with what? Human resource function note, which is chapter 2. So the questions that you will be expected, that you must expect in your final examination, I hope you are writing down. Look at your screen so that you can see what I am talking about. In the recruitment, whenever you see the word the recruitment, always think of what? Employing or employment. Whenever you see the word the recruitment, think of what? Employing or the employment. You must think of what? Employing. When we speak about what? Recruitment, you must think of what? Employing or the employment. Then the first question that you will be asked in your under recruitment, number 1, you will be asked whether explain or elaborate on the meaning of recruitment. You must be able to explain or elaborate on the meaning of what? Recruitment. The question number 2 that you will be asked is that outline, discuss, explain the recruitment procedure. That's the second question that you will be asked. That's what the second question that you will be asked. The third question that you will be asked when it comes to what? Recruitment. You will be asked that explain the meaning of what? Job analysis. You will be asked to do what? Explain the meaning of what? Job analysis. You are going to get what I am talking about in your final examination, and you are going to remember me. If you don't listen to what I am telling you today, you are going to remember me. You will remember me. If you are not going to do what? Listen to what I am teaching you today. Question number 4 under recruitment that you must expect in your final examination or in your June examination. It's what? Differentiate distinguish between the job specification from given statement or scenario. You do what? You differentiate or distinguish. Distinguish is when by you differentiate or compare. You differentiate between what? Job specification and job description as components as a job analysis. Remember that when we speak about job analysis, we have two things under the job analysis. We have what? Job specification and job description. What is job specification? Job specifications is the qualifications that are required for you to get the position. Then job description. When we speak about job description, we are simply speaking about what? Duties that they are being performed there. What's happening in that workplace? What you are doing there, it's what? Job description. But when we speak about job specifications, we are simply speaking about what? The qualifications. But I am going to explain that thing deeper on the video of human resource function. Remember, now I'm not doing human resource function, but I am giving you the questions that you will find in your final examination, and you are going to remember me. You are going to remember me. You will never go wrong. I am giving you something that you are going to get. Identify methods of recruitment. Those are other questions that you will be asked in your final examination. Identify what method of what recruitment. That's question number 5. I hope you are counting. Question number 6 that you will be asked is that internally or external recruitment from given scenario or statement. You have to know that is this an internal recruitment or an external recruitment. That's the other question that you are going to be asked. So you have to read the scenario and you have to know it in your mind that, okay, now they were doing what? The internal post. When we speak about the internal post or the internal advertising, we are simply speaking about what? Something that happened in the business. But whenever we speak about externally, it's something that it's outside the business. But when we speak about the internally, we are speaking about the advertising that only include people who are already in the business. So you have to identify from what the given scenario, whether did they use external recruitment or internal recruitment. Question number 7 that you will be asked in your final examination. Remember, I said there are 26 questions that they are going to ask you in your final examination. You will be asked whether explain, discuss, analyze the impact, positive or advantage. Positive or advantage and or negative or disadvantage of the above mentioned method of recruitment. Okay, that means the external recruitment has what? The disadvantage and what? The advantages. The internal recruitment, it has what? Disadvantage and it has what? It has negative and positive advantage. So after after identifying the recruitment method that they use, you have to do what? You have to state the advantage or the negative of that recruitment method. Number 8. Question number 8. Identify. Give examples of source of internally or externally recruitment from given scenario statement. You have to do what? Give the examples. How do you see that this is in what? External recruitment or internal recruitment. You have to do what? You have to give the what? The example or the example of the source of internal or external recruitment from what? Given in the scenario. That means every answer that you are looking for, it's in the scenario. It wants you to identify the recruitment method. Number 2, you have to state the negative or the positive impact of that method. Number 4, you have to take the example Why did you say this is an external recruitment? Let's say, for an example, they are simply saying that Hector's company now wants to appoint new manager, so they have implemented a recruitment method of internally whereby they will be advertising the post among what the employees. So when they say they will be advertising the post to what the employees, that means you have to take that thing that really describe that this is what internally recruitment. It's not what externally. Now we are done with the questions that you are going to find in your recruitment. Now we are going to what? Selection procedure. What are you going to be asked when you go to what? Selection procedure. Number one, you will be asked to outline or discuss or explain the selection procedure. I hope you are going with me. No one is left behind. Question number two that you will be asked in your what selection procedure is explain the meaning of screening as part of selection procedure. You have to explain what? You have to explain the meaning of screening as part of what? The selection procedure. Question number three, discuss, explain the purpose of an interview. What is the purpose of an interview? Purpose of an interview is to get the best candidate for the position or the post. You have to discuss or explain the purpose of interview. Why, before they recruit or employ people, they have to conduct the interview. You must be able to know or discuss or explain the purpose of interview. The other question, which is question number four, outline, explain, discuss the role of the interviewer before and during the interviewee. I mean, before the interview. What is the interviewer? An interviewer is someone that is interviewing what? The interviewee. So you have to do what? Outline or explain, discuss the role of the interviewer before and during the interviewee. Question number five, outline, explain, discuss the role of the interviewer during the interview. That means the interviewee does not have what? The role before what? The interview. But the interviewer, person that they will be interviewing, must prepare before the interview and go to the interview, and there's a certain things that he must do. But the interviewee does not have what? A role before what? The interview has what? The role when? During the interview. Question number six, define, explain. Define, elaborate on the meaning of what? Of an employment contract. You have to know or define or elaborate on the meaning of what? Employment contract. You have to know what is an employment contract. You are going to get that one on the video of human resource function, whereby I will be explaining it in all. Name, outline, mention the details. Accept contents of employment contract. You have to do that. I will explain it on the video of human resource function. Now I'm just giving you the questions. The other question that you will be asked, outline, explain, discuss the legal recruitment legalities of the employment contract. The other question, analyze an employment contract from given scenario and make recommendation for improvement. The last question that you will be asked when it comes to selection procedure: outline, explain, discuss the reasons for the termination of an employment contract. What is a termination? It's whereby they end the employment contract. They kill it, they end it, or it start over. When we speak about what the termination of employment contract, there are reasons behind the termination of what employment contract that you are going to get in the video of human resource function. Now we go to what induction. We have to know what is induction. We have to know what happens in the induction. Define, elaborate on the meaning of what induction. That's the question number 1 when it comes to induction. Number 2, outline, explain, discuss the purpose of the induction. We have to know the purpose of what the induction. Number 3, mention or outline aspects that must be included in the induction program. That's question number 3 that you will be asked when it comes to what induction procedure. Number 4, evaluate an induction program from given scenario and make recommendation for improvement. You have to do what? You have to evaluate an induction program from given what scenario and make recommendation for improvement. Question number 5, discuss or explain the advantage or benefits of what induction for the businesses. The last question, question number 6, that you will get when you come to induction: identify the benefit of induction from given what scenario. Benefit, we have what compulsory benefit and fringe benefit. So you have to identify the benefit from where? From the given scenario. You have to know that this benefit is a fringe benefit. For an example, compulsory benefit, it's something that it's compulsory. It's a must to get it as an employee. But when we speak about what when we speak about fringe benefit, it's not something that it's compulsory. It is not compulsory. Now we go to the last thing that we will be dealing with, which is human resource function. Under it, it will be covering what? The recruitment, selection, induction, and placement. On the placement, we have only 3 questions that you will be asked. Elaborate on the meaning of placement. You have to elaborate on the meaning of placement. Number 2, outline, explain, discuss the placement procedure. Number 3, explain, discuss the importance of training or skills development in human resource. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and make sure that after watching this video, you go and watch the video of human resource function where I will be teaching it in all.